What happens when your boss isn't human anymore? Not a person, not a manager, not someone you can reason with, but an algorithm, cold, silent, watching everything you do. Not just suggesting, but managing you, scoring you, firing you. Would you trust that system or fear it? Because in 2025, this isn't sci-fi anymore. It's already happening. Across the world, something bigger than job loss is happening. AI isn't just replacing employees, it's replacing bosses, the ones who give feedback, who decide promotions, who decide who gets to stay and who gets fired. In 2024, a global report by McKinsey & Company revealed something shocking. 38% of large enterprises, that's nearly 4 in 10 major companies, are already using AI not just for automation, but for making actual management decisions. That means AI systems are assigning your tasks, tracking your performance, scoring your productivity, and in some cases, deciding your fate. Sounds futuristic? Let's get real. At Amazon, thousands of warehouse workers have already been monitored, disciplined, and even fired by algorithms with no human supervisor involved. AI monitors your every move, not just how many boxes you pack, but how fast, how often you pause, and even how long you take to breathe. The system tracks your time off task, a metric controlled entirely by artificial intelligence. It's the amount of time a worker spends not actively scanning packages or performing tasks. Whether you're grabbing water, taking a restroom break, or even just pausing to stretch, the AI tracks every second you're not on task. And if the system detects that your time off task is too high, it can automatically trigger warnings and terminations. And Amazon isn't the only one doing it. At Uber, AI doesn't just help assign rides. It actually manages drivers, scoring them on efficiency, route choices, and even tone of voice in customer calls. Too many low ratings? You might get banned without ever speaking to a real human. And it gets even more dystopian. In some customer service centers across China and the United States, workers wear headsets that monitor brain waves, tracking stress, focus, and emotional state. If the system detects fatigue or low concentration, it can recommend a break. But in some cases, it flags the employee for low engagement. Yes, your brainwaves are being judged by a machine. And this isn't just happening in tech giants. In factories, retail stores, hospitals, and in many other industries, AI is quietly becoming the middle manager you never asked for. No emotion, no negotiation, just cold, calculated decision-making. And the craziest part? Most workers don't even know it's happening. It's not just warehouse workers being watched. White-collar workers are next. And the new manager? It's inside your laptop. Welcome to the rise of productivity surveillance. Whether you're coding from home, replying to emails in a cafe, or editing spreadsheets in your bedroom, AI is tracking everything. Tools like Time Doctor track your keystrokes, mouse movements, and even take screenshots every few minutes, just to make sure you're not watching Netflix. Hubstaff monitors your activity rate, uses algorithms to score your productivity, and ranks you against your own coworkers. And Meta's workplace AI goes even further, using machine learning to predict your future output, assign tasks, and even recommend who should lead the next project. All of this is happening silently, behind your screen and without your consent. In a 2024 survey by Gartner, 60% of remote employees said they were being monitored by AI tools. That's up from just 17% in 2019. You thought working from home gave you freedom, but now your keyboard reports to the cloud, your idle time is a warning, and your performance review? It's already being written by software. This isn't management, this is automated trust erosion, where every second is scored and every pause is punished. And here's the worst part. It doesn't care why you paused. A bathroom break? Too bad. The algorithm assumes you ghosted your responsibilities. Having a bad day? Your metrics don't care. It only knows you stopped. Hiring? AI. Firing? AI. Promotions? AI. That's not the future. That's already your job interview. Right now, companies around the world are outsourcing human judgment to lines of code, using software to decide who gets in and who gets ghosted. Let's meet your new HR department. HireView. This tool records your video interview and then lets AI analyze your facial expressions, your tone of voice, and even your eye movements. It ranks you, not on what you say, but on how you say it. Too monotone, bad lighting, camera a little blurry, you might be rejected before a human even watches your video. Pymetrics. Before you even reach a recruiter, this system puts you through a series of gamified tests, puzzle games, memory challenges, decision-making scenarios to determine your cognitive profile. Sounds fun, right? Until the algorithm decides your risk tolerance is too high or your empathy score is too low. You'll never know what disqualified you because the game was the interview. Eightfold.ai. This one's even more invisible. It scans your entire digital footprint, your LinkedIn activity, social media behavior, public posts, even GitHub or Behance portfolios, and generates a prediction. Should this person be considered or quietly ignored? You haven't even applied yet, and you've already been scored. And here's the dark truth. When researchers tested AI recruitment tools, they found that these systems were rejecting qualified candidates from minority backgrounds based on race or gender up to 29% more often than others, even when both had similar qualifications. This means the AI wasn't being fair or neutral. Instead, it was making biased decisions, just like some humans do. But why is the AI biased? Because AI learns from historical data, and that data is often flawed. Here, historical data means past hiring data like old resumes, past interview results, who got hired and who didn't. But those past decisions were often full of human bias, like preferring male candidates for tech jobs, or white candidates over people of color. So when the AI learns from that data, it picks up those same patterns of discrimination and starts repeating them automatically. In other words, the AI isn't biased on its own. It's just copying the biases of the people who trained it. Bias in hiring is just the beginning. Because today, AI isn't just filtering candidates, it's starting to run the entire workplace. According to multiple industry reports, the AI workplace management market has crossed $12 to $15 billion range by 2025 to 2026 and is still growing fast. That's not just HR software. That's an entire ecosystem of algorithms built to replace team leads, HR departments, performance reviewers, even department heads, all with no coffee breaks and no emotions. Startups like BetterWorks, Eightfold, and Workalytics are already offering AI systems that track, score, and recommend action on every employee, from hiring to firing, without a single human in the loop. For companies, it's sold as efficiency. For workers, it's surveillance with a friendly UI. You're not being managed anymore, you're being measured. And when a machine decides your worth, who do you even argue with?